Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I thought I would start this video by just explaining what I'm preparing to do for every Tuesday. For now on will be Toy Time Tuesday, which I will share whatever new toys that I get in or that I find interesting and that will be coming out. Just to give you a heads up for some things that I think you might be interested in that not everyone sees. I ordered a bunch of figures that should be here throughout the next few months. And so I'll have a different variety of items I can show you. And today I thought I would start with this Woody's Roundup. These are from Herocross. This is actually a 2-pack, not to be confused with Tupac. This is 2 variations of Stinky Pete, the Prospector from Toy Story. As you can see, these are very similar to the boxes that they had in the Toy Story movie. There's been a bunch of different variations size-wise. I'm not 100% certain. I haven't put this next to a regular Toy Story figure, so I'm not sure how accurate this is. I know a bigger Stinky Pete was produced overseas. And so these are the ones from Herocross. This is both the color version of Stinky Pete, and on the other side is a black and white version of the same figure. Like I said, I bought this 2-pack just because it wasn't much different in price, but I thought it was pretty unique that they actually made a little holder. It's out of cardboard though, it could probably break pretty easily, but it's a little handle that you could carry these with. I will take these out and separate them, and as you can see by looking up close, you can actually push out the die cut moon shapes that you can actually push out if you choose to do so on the box. I'm just going to take these out, hopefully. I don't think they're taped in, although they are out there. I think they were slightly glued in there. So there's that one. And we'll put down this side and open this one. As you can see, it's just basically a little box with the logos. We'll put that back there, and we'll start with this color version, and we'll put that one right there. And as you can see, it says Stinky Pete, the Prospector, posable vinyl figure with pickaxe. And this is the side, and as I mentioned, these all poke out if you'd like them to. I kind of just left them alone, but here's the back. And it has its standard issues, choke and hazard warnings, and it, like I said, it's by Herocross. They make wonderful toys. I have a lot of their products. Some of them are kind of just odd and random. Some I really like and think they're greatly made. We'll get in here and open this. As always, there's a seal to let you know that it hasn't been opened. And some people don't like to open their toys and just leave them in the boxes, but I figure, what fun is that? So I'm going to take them out. As you can see, they even took the attention to print on the inside of the box, which not many people do. Actually, this is probably the only figure I've even seen that does that. You can see it through the entire box, which is very cool, just like the movie. You can look inside. It's like a wood panel design through the entire box. Very nice. You can see the die cut moon that's kind of poked out a little bit there. I think I'm just going to leave them alone. And here we go. Here's Pete, and we'll remove the plastic. It's just a cover over him. And then there he is. Looks very cool without even taking him out yet. Nice and glossy. I think that's, there's just a little, oddly like a little grease or oil. Could be from the plastic itself, I guess. Or he's, excuse me, the prospector is prosperant. I can't even say the word. Here's, oh geez, did that just sound, that's interesting. Look at that, like the oil from the plastic or something has actually kind of leaked through. Just smells like normal plastic with a little bit of high smell of almost like well, an oil smell, which is kind of, I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna wipe that off. I'm not sure exactly what that is. There you go. We'll just clean them up. Now I got it on my hands. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with that, but at least if you get them, you're gonna know that's not an odd thing, I guess. He is kind of hollow, I believe, in his body. Let's check out the details. His eyes look pretty good. Let's see if they have, yep, they have the little patterns that they do on most of the toy eyes in the brown area. You can see his teeth kind of poking through. There is one gold tooth you can see in there. Let's see if there we go. Here's a little shine of his gold tooth. And he's got his golden suspenders. His golden buckles for the suspenders. It's supposed to be pickaxes on the design. It might have lost it a little bit in the production, maybe. Painted fairly well. No overspraying. He doesn't have a lot of articulation other than the wrist. And you can move them up and down. A little stiff there, which is better than not having them stiff, because I had some other figure I just opened the other day that I was kind of disappointed on. It's really, if you want to be able to put the arm up and it not fall down, it's good. That's a good toy. There's other ones. I had just opened a Buzz Lightyear one that I didn't post yet. Its arms were a little flimsy. So there's his boots, his little boots. It says Herocross on the bottom, and probably Pixar. Yes, Disney and Pixar. There's that. Hold on 1 second. All right. Sorry, I had something else that's playing in the background. My son was playing Minecraft. So there's that. He's got his little necktie. It's made out of plastic also. It has just one form piece with the red painted on. Looks great. He has his little pull tag at the bottom there. It doesn't obviously do anything, which would be cool. I'm sure it would be rather expensive to create the software things for it and everything. Definitely jack up the price. And there's his little patch that's on his butt. And kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure if that's, I think it's just a scuff mark. His hat hasn't been put on yet, so it shouldn't be from that unless someone tried it. But here's his hat, and it's got the nice curve and the little V-cut there. And hopefully it fits on his head well. I had another figure recently, a toy, Woody, and the hat just would not stay on. I'm not sure if they just didn't bother checking that or what, but on this figure, it works perfectly. Bet you probably even stay upside down. Yep, it fits on very well. He looks great. It reminds me just like the movie. I will have to do a little comparison and see how big he is compared to the actual Toy Story figures. And something I was not expecting when I picked this, well, actually when it fell out, it made a clunk noise, and this is actually made out of metal. The pickaxe, this part right here is metal. I'm assuming it's maybe some type of aluminum or something. And I can't tell. I think the wood handle is actually made out of plastic, but this I'm pretty certain is metal. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely metal, which is very cool. It would have been even better to just maybe take one step up and actually put real wood handle on there. That would be pretty neat, I think anyways. I'm always just thinking one step ahead on everything, so I just trying to be a perfectionist. But there, fits in his hand perfectly. And if you remember seeing in the movie, he actually uses this to unscrew the screw in the air vent when they try to all get out. And they don't have it on this one, but I have seen some figures that have the extended plastic pieces that he actually used this as a screwdriver. But here you go. I think he looks awesome. He's I'll have to grab the Mattel version so I can show you, and then we'll compare the Mattel version to this one. I can tell you definitely this is a totally different type of material, plastic used for his body than the other one. All right, so we're gonna put him aside now, and let's put, actually, he should be able to stand up. There it is. It appears that you can't move his legs at all, except for in and out. Whoops, I just lost his hat. You can turn them in and out, which I guess would help adjusting for the, I guess you could have considering the weight of the actual hammer, axe, I should say. And see if he will still stand up. I don't think he's going to. He's a little top heavy, but I'll eventually figure that out. But there you go. We can put him like that for now. All right, let's move on to the black and white version. I'm sure it's pretty much the same thing as the other one. And as I mentioned, this will be the first video, although I have done other toys. This is going to be the first one for what I call Toy Time Tuesday. So this, I will schedule a unboxing, although most of the time I get things more than once a week, but for now I'm just going to set up as doing Toy Time Tuesday, so you'll know that Tuesday's video will always at least be about some new toy or a toy that I find interesting and thought you might like. Again, you can hear that it's this axe is also metal at the end and heavy, actually has some weight to it. And then here he is in the black and white version. And to be honest, if I'm thinking black and white, and if I were to just change the tone and Photoshop of this face, I don't know that it would come out this dark. I don't know if they did any test, as I would probably do. I think way ahead on things, like I mentioned. But I just think it might have been a lighter tone. Even for black and white, it just seems like a dark skin tone for the gray. But otherwise, I like the figure a lot. And this is one thing that always drove me crazy on all toy companies, especially in old toys. When there's a seam, personally, I would have these taken care of with a razor blade or something in production to get rid of the sharp edge from where the mold was pulled from a mold, I imagine. So that's just my thoughts on that. And again, the axe fits in there just right. Fits in there nice and well. Same grumpy old face on him. And there, let's see. It almost appears that there is, where it would be gold, the tooth is actually silver on here, but it's pretty close to the same line length as the teeth line. And it does have little somewhat rosy cheeks with a little darker color, same as his nose. And overall, pretty good. Paint job, very nice. Again, there's a little scuff there. I'll check those later and make sure they're not too drastic, cause any issues. But otherwise, I think he looks great. Simple articulation, as I mentioned, just an up and down, and his wrists go from, left to right. And his little stubby feet do move. They're a little tough. You can move them though. And then here's his hat, which also has that grease on it. I'm still not sure what the deal is with that. I'm assuming it's just from the material itself. So there we go with Stinky Pete and black and white. And like I said, a little dark, I think, compared to this dude. I think if you did him in black and white, it probably wouldn't be as dark as the tone, just switching to remove the color. But I love the figures. They look great. If you're interested in these, you can find them on Herocross's website. They come and go. Sometimes they'll be in stock, sometimes they won't. Some things are definitely out of stock that have been gone for a few years. But I think due to the COVID and everything, that dates were changed, or when the production was made, because I've read on their websites also, when the production went into production and some production stopped. And so if they were restocking any items or whatever, and the quantity, it's been slowly coming back, I noticed, so that some figures I couldn't find before are now available. So you want to check back once in a while. It does get pricey, I will tell you, on the shipping. So I tried to do as many items as I can at once. If there's anyone actually interested in future orders, I may do some, and then it'll help cut down on shipping costs. If you're interested in anything, you can let me know. But for now, this has been the Stinky Pete review. They both look great. Oh, one quick thing. I'm gonna put a pause on this video for 1 second, and I will be right back. I want to compare the Mattel one for you quick.